Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Noles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Klubnik. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they moved him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best.
He's got it, first down and more. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll take it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
He'll pull it on the read. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to scramble. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Under fire. The short hands. It's McCoy.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride Davis here. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof.
Got enough space, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Davis. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They can make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Go straight ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Got his man downfield. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air. It's Castellanos. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Off play action. Now rolling to the left. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgum, and if we had a little bit more space, nice job. Creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take the...
There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown, their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going into halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense. To the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Got his man quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes a grab for a big play. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Clemson! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over Syracuse. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll move the tight end. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pittman. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First down and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's White. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set. First down. He leaves it with his back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's White. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Blackwell. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Noles will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Snags it quickly on the left. Quick step and go. Oh, he's still got more. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Heaves it deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads.